Hello, this is David Allen and you are watching Sporting Icons.
Right, so I just watched an absolute demolition job of Joyce over HANKS. And Joyce, he hit him with a sweet left hook and HANKS goes down, and that's all she wrote. Now, just prior to that, Joyce hit him with a right hand, and HANKS, he kind of stumbled against the ropes and looked at the referee to say, okay, fine, come on, come count me. Joyce backed off. The referee didn't count at all, and then they just resumed fighting, and then Joyce just took him out. But prior to that, I think that HANKS was giving a pretty good account of himself. Now, Joyce was just being his usual juggernaut, you know, who just keep on coming forward and sticking that big left hand out, big thumping left hand. And HANKS was literally hitting him back and caught Joyce with an awesome uppercut. And it looked like Joyce was hurt momentarily. And this happened a couple of times within this very first round. I'm thinking, okay, so maybe HANKS, because he does have a pretty decent knockout percentage, might actually knock out Joyce there, which obviously I'm hoping isn't going to happen. Joyce is a Brit. But ultimately, Joyce just kept coming forward and just sticking out the jab, and pretty much his very first right hand, it kind of stunned HANKS, and that's when he looked at the referee to say, okay, fine, come count me. Obviously that didn't happen. Joyce come forward, cracked him with a good left hook, and that's all she wrote. So Joyce, he continues. That's 2-0 under Abel Sanchez, since of course he's left the Haymaker and his trainer in the Haymaker gym as well, which his name escapes me right now for some reason. Oh, Ismael Salas. And now he's with Abel Sanchez. He lives in California and Big Bear, training up there at high altitude and all that. And yeah, his defense is shocking, to be honest. But Joyce, he always starts off pretty slow, and he's not the fastest around. He's just a plodder, but he's pretty heavy-handed and took out HANKS in the very first round. So congratulations to Joyce. Drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.